Hi everybody, this is Diane. This is going to be a Mod Podge of different, not Mod Podge, a hodgepodge of different things, I think, in this video. I want to sort and put away these stamps that are just very eclectic and go in these two boxes. But while I do that, I'm going to play with some new ink colors. And then if I have time, I want to do a little play in here, adding some elements so it's all ready for me to continue journaling in. That might have to be another video, but let's just get started so we see what we have time for. First of all, I've been cleaning up all the stamps that I used and putting away all the stamps that I used for these journals, and I used a lot of stamps in those journals. Let's see. Tip it a little that way, so I think I have a little more room down here. And if you recall, if you watch those videos, I stamped with this postcard stamp, and I kept getting ink here, and the ink, and I had to try to carefully wipe it off, and then I would still get ink on the page from this. And so someone suggested that I cut that part out, and I thought, well, why didn't I think of that? It's really sticky here, so I don't know what's going to happen with that. But I suppose I could just cut this part right out too. It didn't come out. I didn't cut all the way through. So anyway, let's try it and see how that worked. So while I do this, let me just talk a little bit about the inks I'm gonna try out. If you watch me a lot, you know that I've been enjoying my VersaFine Clair inks, and they are a pigment ink. And I ordered them from Amazon, only the ones that I could get with free shipping, because they come from different sellers, and some places you have to pay shipping. But I have Amazon Prime so that I don't have to pay shipping. So anyway, well, I think I pressed a little too hard. Let me try something else. I'm going to try putting it on a block so that my hand isn't pressing down into it. Oh, it looks really nice there. So every now and then, why isn't it sticking? It's so sticky. I tell ya. Every now and then I go to Amazon and I just look up the VersaFine Clair pigment ink and see what colors they have, and I make some selections, and then I check to see if they are free shipping. And if they are, this is not working out well at all, is it? It's pretty annoying. Stickier here than it is on the back of the stamp. And if they are free shipping, I'll select some and order. It's still wiggly. I think I'm just going to get rid of the stamp. It's not worth fussing with. I figured with this suggestion to, good grief, to cut that out, I thought, well, kind of thinking about disposing of the stamp anyway, so what do I have to lose? Yeah, it does not want to stick. Yeah, we're done with that stamp. Garbage. Sometimes it's just not worth it. All right, so that was wasted time. So I keep interrupting my own story. I did order more colors. These are what I've had, and these were, several batches worth of ordering ink. So I have quite a collection. I have 3 greens, and 2 blues, 2 browns, a red, a yellow, and a pink. So I ordered some more, and they came a few days ago, but I just opened them now. I wanted to see what the difference is with this one. This is a black VersaFine pigment ink for fine details, Onyx Black, and I have this one. So this is VersaFine, and this one is VersaFine Clair. I don't know what the difference is. This one is pigment, this one is pigment. This one says for fine details, so I'm interested to see what the difference is between those. So that's why I got that one. And then I got another brown, which is Pine Cone. I already had Fallen Leaves and Acorn, and it looks like it's darker. At least the cover, the picture part is darker. So you might have to do a comparison. And as you know, this one, if you've been watching me, the Acorn has that reddish color that I really love. I got Glamorous, so I think that's a pink. So this is like a hot pink. And I got Chianti, which is like a burgundy, I think, which is one of my favorite colors, and Medieval Blue. And I have Warm Breeze and Twilight. So it'll be fun to see. So I was looking for an orange color, and I couldn't find an orange. So I ended up getting this one from Jacquard, which is a pigment ink also. And so I'm going to try that one. So I figured while I am sorting these and putting them away, I'm going to try my new inks. There's my new. Let's put the new ones here, so I know which ones I want to try. And if I want to compare them, I can grab the older ones. They're not old. They're all pretty new. Okay, so these boxes, I just put decorative stamps that I've taken out of other collections, because like this set here, well, this complete set is in this box, if I have them all. Oh, I just used this one, and I think I didn't know where to put it when I was putting stamps away. I put that in the wrong box, so I'll have to find it. And then I just take stamps from other collections that are decorative, and that's what I put in these boxes. So I'm just going to dump them out and kind of try to organize them. And maybe it just doesn't matter which box they go in. So let's try to get all of these. That's a Stampin' Up set. So I have the mannequin, the typewriter, the crown, this little spool top, I think that's what it is, a pen nib. I know I have this, but it's in a different box right now. Do I have that swirl? It doesn't appear that I have that here. I've had this for a long time, so some of these are probably missing. And I don't think I have that little floral piece, which is a shame because that's cute. Okay, so I'm going to put this other dress form in with this. This is a Stampin' Up! One too, and I think it came with that and this, maybe. I don't know. I don't know if this came with it, but I'm going to put all of these in here because these are specific elements. They have a name. These are just designs. So I'm going to put the designs over here. That is, you know, I can say that's stars and that's diamonds, but they're going in the design thing. This one is a design and some stamps. These are little designs. There's a key. Oh, the key goes with this one. This is a Stampin' Up set. It's this one. And I think all of the elements are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep. I'm going to put it in here because it's pretty much just designs. I've got some scissors. And this. And I'm pretty sure this Things I Love stamp got broken. And this one is lost. But we have nameable things here. So that's going to go here. Well, that was easier than I thought it would be. I've just been throwing them in these two different boxes without really thinking of how to organize them. Which one will this go in? I think I'll put that one over here. Okay, now I'm going to use some of these to try out my stamps. So let's go with the Chianti, the burgundy one, and I'll do this stamp with it. I've really been having fun playing with my stamps. Oh, now why? I don't understand. It's printed onto this. Did these never get cut apart? I don't keep them that way. I am very confused by this. Maybe I never used these. I might have gotten these at a yard sale and never used them. But they're supposed to, Stampin' Up stamps, the label is cut. You don't have to cut the label out. That is so weird. As long as the stamp works, I don't care. It was used, but I don't know if I used it. And it's the old Stampin' Up that doesn't stick to the block. I'm trying to get this label off my fingers now. You know, things stick to everything they're not supposed to stick to, but they won't stick to what I need them to stick to. I think this is going to be pretty. Got a little piece of plastic still there. Let me make sure I got ink where it needs to be. And that plastic is stuck to my finger. Oh, how pretty. It is a deep burgundy, almost brown. That is very pretty. I like that. So while I'm stamping with these, let me talk to you about dye inks and pigment inks, just in case you don't know. I don't know about the makeup of them. I don't know what ingredients are in them that makes them different, but I do know that a dye ink is probably what most people use, like my Stampin' Up inks that I use a lot. These are dye inks, and they dry. They're dry. And pigment inks are wetter. So with a pigment ink, it stays wet. I mean, it dries, so it doesn't take long to dry. That's dry. But it stays wet long enough that I could emboss with it, pour embossing powder on it, and emboss an image, whatever image I stamp. I want to try it with this. And this is the newer Stampin' Up that has the sticky. It sticks to the pad, to the block, like it's supposed to. So I I found that these dye inks work really great with some of my stamps that I have trouble stamping with my dye inks that I tried before. And, well, you know, I haven't tried the dye inks and those stamps with my mouse pad because having the mouse pad under the paper really made a difference. So I'll have to do that another time, experiment with that. So yeah, I really like that. So this is more solid. It has a lot of solid area, and this is more airy. And you can see that it's burgundy. It's not as dark looking as that one. I love it. I love that color. So that's what it is. Let's try Glamorous, this pink. Maybe we'll do a comparison with this one. I'm gonna try this one. I think this is another old Stampin' Up! One. Doesn't feel the least bit sticky. And it's not that they have to feel sticky, but there was just something about the decal that Stampin' Up! Used that would not stick to the block. And so they had to make corrections. Oh, that's pretty too. Yeah, I like that. Let's clean that off and try it with the Charming Pink, the one I already had. So that looks more red than pink to me. It doesn't say it's pink, it's just called Glamorous, so it's a light red. I think pink is a hard color to get in an ink. Pink ink. Yeah, look at the difference. But, so it's nice to have them both. Let me try this one, the Tulip Red. And I'll cut all these pieces out and put them in my ephemera stash and use them sometime. So that has a little bit more of an orangey look to it. So I have 3 different shades there. Okay. Let's try another color. I should put the lids on before I get them mixed up, right? Let's try the Pine Cone. See what that brown looks like. I'll try this element. That's a lovely brown. Let's compare it to my other ones. That way, if you want to go to Amazon and look for some of these, you might be able to tell from this video which shade you might like. This one is Fallen Leaves. So this was my darker one. And I'm curious to see how it compares to this, because this picture looks like it has more red in it, but not as much red as the Acorn. And maybe I thought this looked darker, but I'm thinking this one is a darker brown. Let's see. Well, they look very close, actually. So this one is the Fallen Leaves, and this one is Pine Cone. So maybe if you got one, you don't want to get the other because they're very, very close. And I will show you the Acorn. This one you will see a difference with, I'm sure. It's more red and it's lighter in color. This one is darker. Kind of looks more black than this one. So those are my browns. And then I want to try my blue, medieval blue. Let's do a typewriter, a blue typewriter. Is that sticky? Yeah, that's a sticky one. Oh, I think I put the, oh, I found these. These didn't get sorted. The flower will go in with the image one, and this one goes here. I don't know where I'm going to put that. I don't think it's going to go in one of those boxes. And this will go with the designs. Okay. Some of my older Stampin' Up! Ones, I put Aleene's Tack It Over and Over on the back because I had seen that suggestion somewhere. So, and they're still sticky, the ones I did that to. Whoops. Not sticky enough, apparently. My fingers want to stick to it. Ooh. That's kind of like a navy. I love it. I'm going to stamp one that's not so filled in with that color and see. See, it wants to stick, just not to my block. Let's do the crown. Yeah, that is a really nice blue. I would call it a navy. So let's try my other blues. I have Twilight and Warm Breeze. Obviously the Warm Breeze is turquoise, but I'm wondering how close the Twilight is to the medieval blue. It's a different shade, and it is beautiful too. I love them both. It's a little lighter, and it actually looks like a different color. Yeah, that one's a lot different. So I have 3 different blues, 3 different browns, 3 different pink red category ones, and I already had 3 greens. Well, actually, I have 4 red category if you want to count this, but this is kind of between a red and a brown, the burgundies. It's red with brown in it. Okay, I think that's all the colors except the orange. I want to try that Jacquard ink, and then I want to see what this is all about. I'll do this flower. That's not sticky at all. So this pad is really squishy. I guess this one is too. This one is more squishy. It's like foam. Usually the pigment ink pads are a foam squishy pad, and the dye ink pads are not squishy. It's like felt, kind of. Well, let's try that with this. I know this stamp works because I've used it, because I've had this for a long time. Oh, I don't know why I washed that up. I'm going to use the same color. That center part isn't putting any ink down. Yeah, it's not very vibrant, is it? Let's try it with one of the VersaFine. I just wanted to get one of these and see if I liked them, because they're a little cheaper than the VersaFine. Let's try this with this blue, just to see if the stamp itself works. Yeah, look at that. So I guess I'm not going to get any more of the Jacquard inks. I'm going to try it without the pad. I'm glad I just got the one. Yeah, it looks good. It looks really good. So that pad isn't a great one. All right, I still want to try the black, the new black, and see what the difference is. I want to use a detailed stamp because it says for fine details. So I could try that typewriter again. It's got a lot of detail in it. And I'm going to do it on white so I can see it better, I think. And then we'll compare it to the Nocturne, the VersaFine Clair. I'll do it with and without the mouse pad. Oh my goodness. Look at all that detail. Wow. Now it looks like there's a little speck of something on my stamp which caused that right there. So I'm going to wash that off, and I can see it. It's like a little, I don't know if it's glue or what, but there's something there. Wow, that's amazing. I'm going to try it again with the mouse pad and see what difference that makes. Still amazing. And that spot is gone. That's incredible. Holy cow. So that's just VersaFine pigment ink for fine details. Now I'm going to stamp this one and see how it compares. I would say that VersaFine that I just used is definitely worth it. But let's see if it's better than what I already had. Whoops. Yeah, that's very, very detailed. So I don't know. This is darker, but it might just be the amount of ink I applied. I don't know. But I actually like this better because it's lighter, and I think that shows the detail more. And do it without the mouse pad. All in all, they're all really, really nice images, but I would say I like this one the best. And it is this one stamped with the mouse pad. But I wouldn't sneeze at any of them. I like them. Wow, that was really fun. I hope you enjoyed that. It was fun to play like that. I love having a stamp session, and I've been using my stamps a lot lately. So, where are we at time-wise? 29. So, I'm going to do a separate video to play in my spring journal, the little deer journal. So that will probably be tomorrow's video. Or I don't know if I'll put another one in between. But that's what I'm going to do right now. Play in my journal on another video. Tell me what you think about this experiment. Would you like to see more videos like this? I could play with, you know, compare other things and do some embossing or whatever. Well, the embossing is hard because I have to edit out the gun because it's noisy. But look at all these fun images that I just did. So that was fun. Tell me what you think about this too. Does it drive you nuts to separate your stamp sets? I know a lot of people really like to keep their sets all together the way they came, but sometimes I find that there's a decorative image that's in a stamp set that I don't use because I don't remember that it's there. So if I put it with like category, in a like category, then it helps me use it. So I figure the best way for me to use the stamps is the best way for me to store them, if that makes sense. The best way to store them is the best way for me to use them. All right, so I guess that's it. And I'll come back with another video very soon. And I hope that you are having a creative day. Bye.